Meteorologist Diane Phillips here on a rainy day. Hopefully you have those umbrellas ready to go because we are going to be monitoring for rain throughout much of this Thursday. When I look at radar, it is busy. It's not as busy as what it could be for us as we have a lot of our heaviest of rainfall further east, targeting Cleveland and even into our eastern counties. Erie, Huron County, you're seeing some of those heavier downpours, but many of us working with that steady rainfall today. We do even have, though, a little bit of a cutoff trying to come through southeast Michigan. Still anticipating seeing at least some showers there, but umbrellas, either way, you are going to be working them for much of the day because as I zoom out, we still have a lot more to go, though the bulk of the heaviest of rainfall going to be just sneaking through the eastern portion of our viewing area. There's still more moisture that's going to be getting close to us, and also the backside of the system has a little bit of snow on it, so that's why we're not done yet with this storm, as it is going to be moving on through. Let's look at that hour by hour forecast where we do have that heavy rainfall further east. You can see that, but plan on seeing wet weather for much of the day. Around though 5-6 o'clock, that's when you're going to start to notice a little more of a change, but also then the sun will set and then you'll have some cooler air, which will allow for a little bit of snow. So you'll start to see that east to 75. Mainly through Erie, Huron counties. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if eastern Ottawa County, Sandusky County, Seneca County also picking up at least a little bit of that snowfall. Mainly it will be light and it will be east of Toledo and, like I said, of the interstate as well. So if you're in southeast Michigan, you're not going to see much as far as any snow accumulations. And either way, the snow, that's going to be limited as far as what actually sticks to the ground. Now, as we head through Friday, this whole system is going to be moving on through. We'll have some cloudy conditions left over. I am, though, watching for some clearing. You will already start to see that into southeast Michigan later on Friday. So that will hopefully then bring a little bit of sun as we head into the weekend. But before we get there, let's talk about how much snow we are expecting. And what I'm really monitoring is going to be that lake effect. So in our eastern counties, Erie and Huron County, looking at about 1 to 2 inches of snowfall. Could even sneak up on the higher side because of the wind direction over Lake Erie. And then you can kind of see just on the outer edge of that darker blue, we are looking at about 1 inch or less. So like I said, that's going to be through Ottawa, Sandusky, Seneca County, and even into Crawford County. You will also pick up that chance for about 1 inch of snowfall. Transitioning from the rain to the snow, kind of be a little bit of a slushier snow. And then also maybe you're going to be traveling to Cleveland for the weekend. Well, keep in mind lake effect is going to be a little bit stronger there. So right there along I-80, keep an eye to the forecast as we will be tracking for even more accumulating snowfall there. And of course, you can keep an eye on the forecast with the WTOL 11 weather app. That's a free download on the Google App Store, the Play Store Google Play Store, Apple App Store. Getting my stores confused there, but the one thing that I know is the app is free, and all you have to do is search WTOL 11. On the app, you'll be able to use great tools like the radar. You'll, of course, be able to track any rain and snow on there, but also through the weekend, you'll be able to find the hourly forecast as far as those temperatures, or even if we can get a little bit of sun by then. Now, what I'm going to be using the app for is the daily tab as well, because you're going to see this high temperature trend there. We have temperatures today. They're still into the mid 40s, not like those 50s we had yesterday, but then here comes a taste of January weather. 34, 35 for Friday and Saturday. And then here we go again, more mild temperatures, as you will find that by 50 degrees on Tuesday is what we're forecasting. And then we still have 40s even as we head towards next weekend. So a little more of a mild stretch. These are numbers, though, that we've been seeing here for at least a while, or most of January. So will that pattern change? And I anticipate when we get closer to February, we will start to see a little more of a pattern change and even a little more of a winter look. This image coming from the Perrysburg Winter Fest, that's going on this weekend. So if you're going to head out there, plan on temperatures to be into the mid 30s on Saturday, and also some sun. I'm hoping to bring some partly cloudy skies into the forecast. So I'd have your sunglasses if you're going to be headed downtown Perrysburg for that. 43 for Sunday. It'll be mild. It'll be dry, but we'll have a little more cloud cover than what we had on Saturday. Looking though at this full 10-day forecast, we do have the rain for today and then those few lingering flurries for Friday. As the temperatures cool on out, there's that dry weekend, but then we have another system that moves in Tuesday and Wednesday, bumping temperatures right up towards 50 degrees by Tuesday. So it'll be very similar to what we experienced just yesterday. So you can kind of see the atmospheres in that pattern, but then we are going to be watching for some quick systems to also follow in to finish out this 10-day forecast. Even though temperatures to the final days 8, 9, and 10, we're still going to find a lot of those temperature readings into the 40s.